In the dry heart of the African bush, there is an animal most people call ugly. Warts across its face, tusks curling from its jaw, small eyes buried in folds of tough, cracked skin. But ugliness out here is not a weakness. It is armour. And even armour needs a way in. Because underneath those folds, something is hiding. Something the warthog cannot see, cannot scratch, and cannot reach. And today, it will let a stranger climb onto its face to solve the problem for it. This is the story of the animal built like a tank and the small, fearless hunter that has learned to walk straight into its blind spot. Warthogs spend much of the day wallowing in mud. It cools their skin. It blocks the worst of the sun. But mud that protects also traps, as it dries across the face, around the warts, inside the folds near the eyes. It cracks into a landscape of narrow crevices. And crevices like these are exactly what ticks are looking for. Hidden in the folds, out of reach of hooves that were never built for grooming, the ticks feed undisturbed. A warthog can roll in dust. It can rub against a termite mound. But its own face, the warts the eye folds, the tight skin at the base of the tusks, stays a blind spot it will carry for life. Unless something smaller and far more dexterous decides to help. A family of banded mongooses moves low through the grass, noses down, reading the ground. They are not hunting the warthog. They are hunting what lives on it. One mongoose peels away from the group and approaches. The warthog does not flee. It does not even lift its head. Instead, slowly, deliberately, it lowers itself down and lies flat against the earth. This is not surrender. This is an invitation. For a warthog, going still in the open savanna is a risk. Predators are always watching. But the itch in the folds of its face has become a bigger problem than the risk of exposure. The mongoose climbs, not onto the back, not onto the shoulders, but up onto the face itself. It moves across the warts like they are stepping stones, small clawed feet finding grip on ridged skin. Then it presses into the folds near the eye, the one place the warthog can never clean alone, and begins to work. Tiny dark specks, ticks buried since the mud dried days ago, are found one by one and pulled free with sharp teeth. The warthog's eye stays open, inches from the mongoose's face. It does not blink away. It does not flinch. For an animal this size, holding still while something small crawls across its most vulnerable point, takes a strange kind of trust, the kind only built over repeated encounters, season after season. To understand why this works, you have to understand what the warthog cannot do for itself. Its legs are short. Its neck barely bends. Hooves are built for digging and running, not for grooming a face full of ridges and folds. Evolution gave the warthog thick, wart-covered armour to survive fights and gores from rivals. But that same armour created hiding places no hoof, no rub against a tree, could ever clear. The mongoose, by contrast, is built almost entirely for this kind of work. Small, light, with flexible claws and a nose built to hunt by smell alone. What is impossible for the warthog is effortless for the mongoose. Neither animal is doing the other a favour out of kindness. The mongoose gets a meal it could never find on its own. The warthog gets a cleaning service its own body was never designed to provide. Nature did not create friendship here. It created necessity, and necessity has produced something that looks, for all purposes, like trust. But stillness has a cost. While the mongoose works the folds around the warthog's eye, the rest of the group stays alert, scanning the grass line, watching the sky. A warthog lying flat, eyes half obscured by a mongoose's body, is a warthog that cannot watch for danger itself. For these few minutes, it is trusting a species many times smaller than itself to also, indirectly, serve as its guard. Because a group of mongooses moving and calling nearby is itself an early warning system against anything approaching unseen. This is the trade at the heart of the relationship. Vulnerability, accepted, in exchange for relief from a burden the warthog can never solve alone. One by one, the ticks disappear. The mongoose finishes its work along the last fold near the tusk base and drops back to the ground, already moving toward the next member of the group. The warthog lifts its head, blinks hard, and gets back to its feet, face clear, for now, of the parasites hiding in the one place it could never reach alone. It will roll in mud again by evening. The cracks will return. And somewhere nearby, the mongoose family will already be moving on to find the next animal that needs exactly what it offers. Out here in the savanna, ugliness is not a flaw to be judged. It is simply a shape shaped by survival. Cracks, warts, and all. And every crack, it turns out, is an opportunity for someone smaller to be needed,